What you doing?
Hi. Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of you. Hi. Welcome back to In the Kitchen. By request, we are doing a fried green tomatoes video. And we're in JT's Aquaponics garden. We're going to get some green tomatoes. Now I like them when they're nice and green. They're very firm. They don't look like they're going to turn yellow yet. Even if they are a little yellow, you can still do it, but it doesn't taste the same. Every stage of color of these tomatoes tastes different when you slice them and fry them up. This is my favorite stage. So, how many of these are we allowed to have, honey?
As many as you need, my love.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. So I was just showing where I'm allowed to cut. Lovely, lovely tomatoes. Oh, the smell. Very green tomato. Those are lovely. Oh, they're going to taste so good. Do you want me to leave this one or take it too?
You can take that one.
Alright. So our lovely green tomatoes. And I'll see you in the kitchen. Hi, welcome to the kitchen. So we're going to do fried green tomatoes. Got these lovely tomatoes here. So we're going to slice these tomatoes up. We're going to dredge them in flour that's been seasoned. We're going to give them an egg wash. And then we're going to dip them in panko crumbs and fry them in a frying pan with a little bit of oil. So I've got my frying pan over here. I'm already warming up the oil because I want it at a good even temperature. Just kind of like a medium-ish heat. You're going to have to feel it out. Everybody's stove is different. So what I'm going to do is start with the flour. I have some salt and some hot peppers in here. And I just want to say originally it was done with cornmeal. So I add that to the bowl with the panko crumbs at the end. It's really crunchy, it's nice. But I've, made this for so many years, I just do what I want. So adding in some flour. I don't have exact measurements. Some. Kind of take into account how many tomatoes you have. You're a cook, you know what to do. So let's mix that up, season up the flour a little bit. Now with the eggs, we've got quite a few tomato slices in here, so I'm going to use 3 eggs. I was watching Gordon Ramsay on YouTube, and he says not to put salt in the eggs until the very, very end because of whatever chef reason. So I just don't season them anymore. It's just a quick dip anyway. Whip it up a little bit. I like to add a touch of milk. Alright, so it's about done. Leave your fork handy. It helps you get the tomatoes out of there. This bowl here is going to be my finishing coating. I put some paprika in there. I've got some coarse salt in there and a little bit of garlic and a touch of sugar because it helps the panko crumbs to brown out a little bit better. It does take them a little bit longer to get brown, but they sure are crispy and they're so delicious. This is where I like to add the cornmeal. Once again, some. Like this is half cup there. paprika. Quite often I find sometimes, you know, I do have extra or I haven't made enough. So you just add some more and season it up. Now you can also use breadcrumbs for this. Panko crumbs are a different style of crumb. They are air-puffed Japanese style coating crumb. And the result that you get from it is just so crunchy. It's got such a good stiff texture to it. It's awesome for frying with. Want to make sure you use wide bowls for the tomato slices to be able to flip over in. Just mix that together so that the cornmeal gets through and all the spices. All right. So when I slice my tomato, something I just figured out, is if you take a little bit of the skin off the ends, just shave a little tiny thin piece off, it'll help the coating to stick to the slippery skin. So that's a good thing. And then just about that thick. That's how I cut them. How thick would you say that is?
No idea.
Yeah, about that thick. I don't cut the centers out until the end of slicing the tomato because I don't want to dig through it because it's just a little slice to get that crunchy piece out of there. Alright, let's start frying these.
Going.
So the pan's nice and hot with oil. Keep an eye on that while that's heating up. You don't want too much in there. Now my first round of fried green tomatoes end up like my first round of pancakes. Not that great, but still edible. So what we're going to do is going to start with a flour dredge, go into a egg wash, into the crumb, and into the pan. I guess you need to flour it again. Now I try to be all clean and neat about this using forks, etc. It just takes too long. You get clumps in there, you're going to get dirty fingers doing this. You're probably going to have to adjust your heat a little higher as you start sticking your tomatoes in the pan. You want to keep it hot enough where it fries it and the breading doesn't just sit and absorb it. Oops. And you just keep going. You don't want to fill your pan too much because you want to be able to have room to flip it over. I'm making such a mess here, holy cow. We'll start there. Okay. So you just want to kind of keep an eye on them. When they start getting brown, it's time to flip them. That's a little too late. I'm going to turn up my heat just a touch. Oh man, those are looking so good. Alright, so these are looking really good. They're nice and brown on both sides. So you just want to set them aside to drain for a couple of minutes. And then get your frying pan loaded up again. Right. So this is a little tip too. You're going to end up getting crumbs and stuff fried up on the bottom. And to avoid a burnt taste, I just kind of scoop them up and I slide them under that right there. So we've got a lot to eat here right now. I do have some leftover tomatoes here in the bowl. I do have some leftover stuff to make fried green tomatoes. Just throw that in Ziploc bags, the dry goods, and put the eggs in a container and cover it. Cover the tomatoes, they'll be fine. Probably get a day or two out of it. You know, it's eggs and tomatoes. You don't want to make these with soft tomatoes. They won't hold up. And yeah, just in case you're wondering, I did try this because I watched that movie, Fried Green Tomatoes. They look so good when she made them and brought them to the nursing home. I thought, oh, what's the big deal? So I gave it a try. I fell in love with them and I've been making them for years. So if they're hot, I can't resist myself. Little salt on there. Enjoy, they don't stick around very long. It's a very rare treat to get green tomatoes. Enjoy. Wow. It's so hot, so crispy, and tangy. But it's not too juicy that it's dripping everywhere. Oh, this is good stuff. Cheers.
Go.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you give it a try. Make a video, post it up. Let's see what favorite spices you have that you like to season your stuff with. Everyone likes everything different, so give it a try. It's great. It's easy. You'll find it no problem. So thumbs up, like the video, subscribe down below. Thank you to JT Bear for helping me out back there on the camera and pushing me to do this awesome video. So, bon appetit. Enjoy.